We are once again building with the new kits that just came out for The Sims 4. It feels like I make this video like twice a month. There's always more kits for The Sims 4. But yesterday we got the two newest custom content creator kits. The first is the Sleek Bathroom Kit by SYBOULETTE. And then we also got a cast kit called the Sweet Allure Kit by Ahharriss00BRITNEY. And today I want to test out that Sleek Bathroom Kit and try and put it to use in an actual build. I made a video yesterday where I kind of gave first impressions and looked at everything, but I haven't really played with it yet. And I gotta be honest, I have been looking forward to this one for a really long time. I know we already have a bathroom kit, but it's sort of like a bathroom clutter kit. This one is more of a bathroom fixture kit, so it actually has furniture and I guess more like plumbing instead of just little soap bottles and stuff. It also has a new tile wallpaper that is literally exactly what I have in my real life kitchen. So this is kind of like exactly my real life style. And I think that it'll tie in pretty well with the base game, especially with the stuff that we've gotten in recent updates. So today we're gonna try and build a house using just the base game and the Sleek Bathroom Kit. And one other thing, I'm gonna have to ask you to not laugh at me for this, but I don't actually have the kit yet. I'm recording this at noon on the day that it comes out, and it's gonna release in like an hour, but I just can't help myself. I want to start building now. So I think that I'm gonna build the shell and kind of like start working on the house. And then once the kit is out, we'll finish the build. Can I just say, I am so glad we got these new doors and windows. Like, this is a game changer. Only problem is they kind of have like a weird tone to them. They're not exactly the same shade of white as anything else, but we're gonna ignore that. And I think I want this whole house, at least on the outside, to be very white. I know that might seem kind of boring, but I'm almost going for like elegant, fancy house in LA. And I don't like it, so I'm gonna rebuild it from the front again. I'm gonna try a different size. I wish that we had garages, like actual garages. This is unfortunately The Sims 4, so that's not really gonna happen for us. All right, different vibe, different vibe. Let me just get rid of this real quick. I don't know if it's gonna look dumb with these dormers. I know it looks dumb right now. Don't worry, I know. I can see it too. But once we add stuff to it and we get the roof all figured out, it's gonna be fine. At least I'm just gonna keep telling myself that. I'm gonna keep telling myself it's gonna be fine. Okay, so this is kind of what I'm picturing for the shape here. I need that to be up one tile higher. Okay. I also think that this needs to be extended probably a lot out this way. Now this is gonna become the upstairs and we just have to hide the roof in there somehow. Sorry, it's like so tall. That's not gonna work. We gotta make this way smaller, maybe like 2 tiles wide or something. The upstairs is gonna be little, I guess. That's okay. A small upstairs is cute. Maybe it shouldn't have been a dormer. Maybe it should have been like all the way across, because that gives us some more room. Yeah, you hate to say it, but it's just too small with it being like that, I think. I know I'm not gonna use this. I don't know why I'm even bothering with putting that there. I just thought that maybe it would be kind of nice. Do I extend this part out this way? I don't know. Oh no. Why is it doing that? Why is there just a hole in the middle of the roof? I come in here and I try so hard to make these houses cute, and then this is how they repay me. Is it because it's so far over? Like if I scoot it back, will it stop clipping? Oh, maybe, you know what? It's not because of that. It's because of it was actually because of that wall being there. But that's okay. I don't really intend to use this part anyway. Like, I think we're gonna just block that off. So that is no big deal to me. Okay, I'm really quickly gonna also fix the roof trim. I always make these houses that are like shaped like cakes. It's not my intention. I swear I don't mean for it to turn out like that, and then it still does. We can extend that a little bit more. Okay, so to fix the roof clipping, you see how we have this like weird part right here? We don't want it to do that. So I'm gonna take this roof and I'm gonna drag it to the end. Then I'm gonna hold shift and drag this side so there's no clipping. And then I just gotta fill in this roof piece back here. Do the same thing. And that kind of fixes it. It's weird, when you wanna avoid the clipping, you basically have to just wrap the roof completely around the walls. You need to make it so that it doesn't touch inside of the wall at all. But it can be done with just a bunch of different pieces. Sometimes there are parts that you can't really stop, but that's okay. We can just ignore those. Okay, so current huge problem is that I honestly have no clue what's coming in this pack. So we're gonna have to kind of just guess a little bit. The last time I did this was before the big base game update for the anniversary, and I built like half a house. And I was like, hopefully we come with a new kitchen set. I know we're not gonna have a kitchen set in this one, obviously. I'm basing this on an expectation of really nice bathrooms and also probably some nice wallpaper. So we're gonna just go from there. Obviously, we're also not gonna have any new windows or anything in the bathroom kit, so I'll just use these regular ones from the base game. Now, in terms of the floor plan, this upstairs is gonna throw me off. How do I wanna do this? I do think that maybe if the bathroom were like back here, and then potentially these two upstairs areas could become bedrooms. Those could be like the kids' bedrooms. Maybe they could have, I mean, I guess they could have another bathroom in this little space. Or maybe I'll just let it all be part of the room. Wow, it's really weird, isn't it? Is that okay? Is it okay that it's that weird? I think so. So that'll be the upstairs. That leaves us with kind of a weird layout down here, but that's fine. We'll figure it out. I'm thinking that maybe there could be a little bathroom right by the front door, like in this area. Oh, we can make it pretty big. Maybe this could be like the primary bedroom and the primary bathroom in that space. It's kind of long and skinny, but potentially we could do one bigger bathroom over here in this little nook, and that way we have enough room to like really test out the bathroom stuff. So it's a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom house. That feels appropriate to me. How are we gonna lay out the rest of this? I don't know. This part might want to get extended because maybe there could be a dining room in this little area. Now, I won't use this furniture, don't worry. I'm just putting it there so we can kind of see it a bit better. It's hard to tell the scale of places until you've added in furniture, I think. But that could be the dining room. We can obviously use the new kitchen counters. I feel like that is a given. We kind of have to. But we can do a huge kitchen in this area. Maybe even with a big island or something. That's pretty nice. Well, for the outside, I had kind of pictured myself using, oh no, the big sliding glass door is too tall. Okay, well, we could put like a big, maybe set of 2 sliding glass doors over there. Make sure I have the bathroom door put in so it doesn't get the space filled up. Well, I guess the living room could be kind of something like this. And then we have a nice proper entryway, I guess, which is kind of cute. I wish we had an upright piano in the base game because I would love to put one of those, but we just don't, like it doesn't work. We can't do that. I must admit, I am kind of struggling with this because I feel like there's a lot of open space in there, which I don't really like. I wonder what would happen if I extended it. Okay, this is a bit strange. I know it's a really weird shape, but just hold on. Maybe I extend this too, because potentially if we did it like this little part back here could be an office. Then we can have a bathroom in the hallway that's a little bit smaller. We could do them like this. I guess it kind of just depends what the furniture is like from the bathroom kit. I might want to readjust based on that. Oh, and maybe the bar could still be in there. Oh, the bar in there is nice because it's by the kitchen and the dining room. I think I like this layout. Let's make sure we put all the windows in before I forget. We can do some really nice big windows in this bedroom. We can also do big windows in the dining room over here, and maybe even a couple of extra in the kitchen. I'm not exactly sure how I want to lay out this back part with the kitchen yet. I guess we'll have to see. We can't really have as many cabinets as I would like if I do it like this. Maybe I won't use those windows. All right, I love the island, don't get me wrong. However, I think that maybe if we did it as a peninsula, it might be better. Okay, let's try and place those together and then scoot this way over. There's some weird clipping happening, I know, but just bear with me. I'm doing all that because I want to have these upper cabinets. No. It was dumb. It was better before. It was way better before with the island. I don't know what, it just came over me. This could be the stove. I feel confident adding in a stove right now because I don't think the bathroom kit will come with one. I would be very surprised if we got a fridge also. I don't see that happening. We might get a new sink, so I might swap that out. I guess we'll see. And I know that we're getting new tile, so I'm 100% gonna use the new tile. So I won't put any tile in here yet until we have it. Rugs are like my #1 pain point in this game. I really wish we had some more base game rugs. They've done a lot better with base game stuff in general recently. Like, they really have stepped up their game. We have all this new base game kitchen stuff. I gotta change the floor. I think that it's gonna come with new floor tiles too, but I just can't look at that base game one anymore. We need the new stuff. But like this is also new to the base game. How nice is that? If SYBOULETTE's kit doesn't come with anything, we can definitely use that. Oh, maybe you can use the new bed. Is there anything? Oh, I don't really want the whole place to be like white and gray. I'm probably gonna change it up color scheme wise once we have the other stuff, but I haven't used the white swatch of this new bed yet. This is the Pride bed that they added in the update. Kind of forgot that it came in plain black and white. I was so excited about the other colors that I didn't even it didn't really even cross my mind. Curtains. Curtains and rugs. That's where we are lacking. I know I saw a wall plant in that little concept art from this kit, so I'm thinking I'm gonna put that a few places. Like, we're probably gonna overuse it. I think I'm gonna come back to the interior after the kit is out though, and just spend some time working on the outside now. I don't think that this kit will come with anything for the exterior, so I think it's probably a safe bet for us to start on this. I kind of want to do a pool, and I think it can be really big. Okay, I'm putting in some of these oak trees in a few places. This one's kind of clipping weird. Uh-oh, how close can that go to the house? I don't like how it clips with this tree, but I guess that's how it goes. That's kind of what happens in real life. Well, I had always intended to use white siding. I kind of wish we had the white siding from Growing Together because it's a little bit less stark, but oh well, you can't win everything. I just don't like the contrast. You see what I mean? How it's got like the basically like black lines in between it. For this particular house, I would sort of prefer for it to be a bit smoother. What roof am I gonna use? No, maybe we could do this one. It's kind of like a navy color, so it's not such a stark black, and we could get a thicker trim around it too. Okay, I don't like the walls. Is there a really lightly textured, like maybe just a plain white? Oh, I will admit that I don't really like this either. Hey, this is why we start this stuff early. We can get all of the confusion out of the way before the kit comes out. Okay, planter boxes. This is the way. This is what it needs. Oh, that stone is kind of the same color as the roof. I guess that's good. Okay, I've added all of like the big, long, skinny bushes in. Now I'm gonna start putting some flowers. I'm kind of trying to do like pockets of landscaping almost. Oh, I need to get a mailbox too. Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be any of these in the kit either, so I feel good about using that now. Watch, I keep saying all of that. Imagine there's like a huge surprise and we get all of this random stuff in the kit that is like totally unexpected. Okay, my plan was to use blue flowers. Kind of seems like I've sort of accidentally built a blue Suburban here. That's okay, the vibes are good. I'm crossing my fingers that there's gonna be some sort of like candle or something from the kit that I can put on this. And this is kind of how I laid out the backyard. I put a little dining table, a grill. I have some planter boxes. I made the pool kind of a funky shape. Hopefully it's okay. I'm also gonna put some monkey bars back here so that the kids have something to do. I put those in my builds a lot. Like, I kind of overuse them, but I find them to be really useful for gameplay because they're not that big, and then it's a nice toy for the kids to play with outside. Okay, I decided on chess. I'm gonna put a chess table. I feel like I need it. Okay, I just put some plants and like a bench on the front porch. Nothing too fancy. And I think that's the entire exterior done. I'm gonna add terrain paint in later on because I don't want to do it early and then have it delete itself. But now I think is a good stopping point, and we'll come back once the kit is out and we'll finish all of the furnishing. Okay, the kits are out now and I am back, so we can finally start incorporating some of this new bathroom stuff into the build. There's also a lot of other stuff that I wasn't really expecting that I think will tie in really nicely into the house. Just for example, we have this really beautiful giant tree. Why use this ugly base game one when we have this? So I'm gonna start by putting this olive tree in there. And then we also have these shelves. These are new from the kit as well. I'm thinking we could put that above the bar, and then we can start trying to put some clutter inside of it. And then maybe this new little soap container could be by the kitchen sink. So even before we start the bathroom, so we are already off to a good start. Oh, I'm gonna use this mirror and the new ceiling light. Oh my goodness. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We also have this little rug. This is a bath mat, but we could totally put that in front of the kitchen sink. And then perhaps the most exciting part, we can use the new tile in the kitchen. I think I might just use it in white. I kind of like the light color in there. I feel like most of what we're doing sort of has that color scheme, so I want to stick to it. You know what? I like how stuff slots onto these shelves. It has one medium-sized slot, so you can slot pretty much anything onto there. And since it's like one small shelf, you can kind of like custom place everything. I am actually liking this shelf even more than I thought I would. And I knew I was gonna like it. But like now, having used it, I am thoroughly impressed. I might do some bookshelves up there too. I'm not sure how much to put. I don't want to overdo it, so let's leave it like that. Should we do the bathrooms now? Probably. I guess the bathroom is the reason we are all here, so let's start with that. Okay, I'm gonna start with just all one color of tile. I might do different tile in each of the bathrooms, but for now, we'll stick to this. We can put the sinks back there. Maybe the toilet could be just here. Tub kind of in the center. And then I had this vision of the shower being back there in like its own little section. I'm gonna put some shelving over here next to the toilet because we can do like the towels and the plant over there. I think we should absolutely use the fancy light because we can't just have something like that and then pass it up. And then I'll put the bath mat in front of this tub. Do you think I can fit this here, or is it too much? I don't think it's too much. Okay, here's a little pro tip. If you want to put stuff at the correct height, like I want to use this in the middle here. I place this shelf down, put the item on it, and then scooted it off, because then you can put the thing anywhere. And then we could do like a little soap dispenser on either side, I guess. That would be fine. Oh, maybe the hamper could go, no. Maybe I won't use the hamper in this room. I love the hamper, don't get me wrong. I think I'm just scared that if we put too much, it'll be too tight in here. Let's do a big picture. Does this one work? Okay, actually that color kind of matches the like coppery tone on this. And then we can get the big mirrors in here too. Is it weird to have two of them that are the same? I don't think so. I feel like it's pretty. I am so impressed by this bathroom. This is amazing. Unfortunately, if you only have the base game and you try and download this house, the bathrooms are gonna be a little bit empty, but it's okay. I might make the other bathroom a different color. Like what if we went for more of that grayish tone in this bathroom? Because that kind of matches this. Okay, and then imagine we do a very similar thing with the shower situation, but I might lighten it up just a little bit, kind of like that color scheme. Maybe we could do a different mirror. Like what if we tried the big one? I could see that. Okay, I kind of forgot to use this in the other bathroom. This is the toilet bowl cleaner. We want to use that too. I'll just shove it in the corner, I guess. Although that's a little, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how we feel about that later on. Okay, I put some shelves in there with some cutesy decor. And then I'm thinking I might put the light in the shower and also like this little thing in the shower. And that'll be this downstairs hall bathroom complete. I am like obsessed with this. It feels kind of effortless. Like it's coming together so nicely. Okay, I had talked about wanting a candle to put out here. We don't have one, so I won't bother with that, but I will just use some little flowers or something. Shall we do the last one real quick? Also, I know this is so sad, this like little hallway. It's inaccessible though, because that's where you would get to it, is from right here. I can't very well put a door there, can I? That's okay though. I wonder if we should try a totally different color. This is kind of like a peachy tone. I haven't really ever used this color before. I do think we should have another bathtub, especially if we're gonna have kids up here. It'll just be really helpful to have an extra bathtub to be able to bathe the children. I was kind of scared when I was building these that they were gonna turn out too small. That was like my big fear, was that I was gonna spend all this time making this house to use all the kid stuff and then I wouldn't be able to use all the kid stuff, but it actually is fine. I put a little cutesy shelf in there too. I think that maybe I should put a curtain or at least some kind of window covering. Oh yeah, that helps. Oh man, the bathrooms are done. We finished all the bathrooms already. All right, I am back downstairs because it is time for us to get serious about the downstairs of this place. I'm gonna try these gray curtains. I don't normally do that. Gray is like not usually a color that I would go for, but I'm gonna put those on the ends. I got a fancy TV up there. Maybe we could use the new sofa. It's not really new, it's an old sofa, but they've given us a bunch of new color swatches to this sofa recently in the big update. Okay, I've decided to center this in the room, actually. I wasn't gonna do this before, but I think it'll help. And then I might put an archway instead of a door. That'll be the office down there. But I feel like we could use this rug color. Well, no, that one works. We can try that. Can you tell I'm having a hard time with this? Okay, what do you think would happen if I tried to close this up a little bit? Honestly, like completely unnecessary. But I guess just the inspiration here is that maybe it would be nice to have it be a little bit more separate. Oh, maybe I could use tile by the front door. That happens in real life all the time. What if we got it instead of an archway, but we built it out like this? Oh, I don't really have anywhere to use that little half wall. This is the fake half wall from the kid. And I've been struggling with that as a concept because I didn't know that it was coming, so I didn't really decorate for it. I would have had to build the layout a little bit differently, I think, to be able to use that more nicely. And like, obviously I just didn't know, so I didn't do it. I will use it in my next build with the kit though, I promise. It just didn't really work out in this one today. I want to try and figure out like a better way to feature it. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm gonna try this. I'm wondering about taking this painting and like using it sized down with 3 of them as kind of a cool gallery wall sort of thing. Yeah, the piano is not gonna work. It is not gonna happen. Okay, this is kind of a weird idea. I don't know if it even works, but I'm wondering about putting a little desk nook in the corner, and this was gonna be an office, but if we can fit the desk nook as well, I would like to do that, I think. It always is nice to have more computers in this game, I've noticed, because your Sims need them for so many things, and and like everybody's trying to use them to skill build. This is terrible. The wall is constantly glitching. Did I fix it? Oh, okay, weird. I just drew a wall and then deleted it and now it's fixed. I don't know what happened. I don't really get it, but I'm just gonna accept that and not mess with it too much because I don't want to risk it. I will put a little doormat next to this and maybe we get another plant. This is like the big plant from the base game. We could put that there. How about the shoe rack? No, it's too big. It's fine like this. How does this plant look if I put it? Oh, it doesn't go up there. I was gonna see about trying to put this plant on this shelf. Makes the base game bookshelf look totally different, doesn't it? It's kind of cool. Maybe I size it down. Okay, I think we could probably use a small set of pictures on this wall. Wow, I kind of wish that this was more than a kit, just because wouldn't it be cool to have more furniture in this style from the bathroom kit? I want like a couch and a bed and like some wall art. I just want it all. I want more stuff. I'm getting greedy now. Okay, so this is gonna be, or at least it was gonna be, the office. I already have a chess table and a computer. Do you think that I should make it into something else? Like, what if we put some gym equipment in here instead? I find myself needing gym equipment a lot of the time when I play The Sims and not usually having it and just trying to like find a place to sneak it into my builds. I guess it's just because a lot of the careers need the fitness skill, so I'm frequently trying to have my Sims work out and then I don't always have a place to do it. I love this new olive tree. I know I've put it like all over the place. I'm sorry. It's just so good. Okay, I put some music too. Maybe we put a ceiling fan because it'll be hot in here. I could use the weird one with a plumb bob. Let's do that. Okay, sort of like a gym skill room. You could replace stuff if you were playing in it to be what you need. Let's rethink this primary bedroom now too. So I want to use that bed. I know that. I guess I could put the new mirror above this thing. Maybe we put a full-length mirror right here. When I first saw the kit stuff, I kept thinking about how a couple of these things, like this chaos control tray, this thing has a brush and a claw clip. That could totally go on like your dresser. We can do the hamper in here as well. The only thing from this kit that I haven't used yet is the privacy screen. But I think this is also one of those things where I should have built the house up to use that. Like, I should have base the house around trying to fit that in. Unless we want to swap it out in one of the bathrooms, because we could do that. And then we can say we used everything from the kit. But when I build the next house with this pack, I'm gonna try and find dedicated places to put this. I just didn't know we were getting it, so I didn't plan for it in this one. Okay, it's a very simple bedroom. It's nothing too fancy, but it works. And that leaves us with this hallway upstairs and then those last two kids' bedrooms. I think in the hallway upstairs, I might try and put the big bookshelf, because this fits. I got some artwork. We could use the decorative mirror again. We can just put it over here. Does that plant fit on this? Oh, it does. Look how cute that looks. I'm using this plant everywhere. I've got it in like almost every single room. That's probably a bad thing, but oh well. Okay, now we have the two kids' rooms. I think I'm gonna do carpet in here, but we have a couple of fun carpets that came in the big base game update a couple months ago, so I'm gonna use those. And I'm gonna base the beds on matching them. Oh, wait a minute. Is there purple? No, of course not. Well, maybe I should put a toddler room. Didn't I just get done saying how if you have a baby, you're gonna wanna bathe them in the tub? And then I forgot to put toddler stuff. Here, toddler potty. This one can be a toddler room. I will admit that I got a little bit carried away with the new beds. Let's try this one with the little car bed. Sometimes when I have these weird single tile nooks like this, I like to put one of these in, because this to me kind of looks like it could be a wardrobe. So it's almost like a fake built-in closet. Okay, these curtains also do not come in the correct shade of orange, but that's fine. We are gonna make do with this. Does this come in the correct shade of orange? No. Oh dear. Okay, it's gonna be a really bright orange in this room. Does the rug even have orange? Ooh, actually, I don't know if I've ever used this rug color before. It's kind of like orange and purple. Let's try and stick to that. I can put a couple little toys down below it on the rug. I'll use this one too. I guess we can try and bring in the purple. Okay, orange, green, purple room. It's a lot. It's definitely a lot, but we can work with that. I got like a green. This kind of brings all the colors together on that little picture. And it's a kid's room, so it's allowed to be kind of funky. That's the point. I'm gonna use a bunch of the new pride flag stuff inside of this room, and we'll do it in that pan flag swatch. It is such a fun color scheme. I'm curious if the rug from the kit will work in here. Oh, maybe we should have tried to base the pride flag on what it matches. Is that dumb? I guess I don't have to use the carpet. Maybe we get rid of the carpet. No, I still like it in there. It's like this on the carpet was too much, but maybe I could do the pink or yellow carpet instead. I'm sticking to it. I want to use it. I think I might make this into a little closet. It's not like fully necessary, but it is kind of a weird shaped room. Oh, look at that. that's really cute with that wallpaper. I think we can make that work. But yeah, the room is a little bit of a weird shape, so I kind of want to put a closet back here so we can have something to take up space. If you were playing in this build and you were gonna try and decorate this house with other packs, maybe to like add some bonus stuff, I would probably add into this closet like the decor box from Seasons, or maybe even like the water heater and the electrical fuse box from For Rent, but we don't have those, so I won't bother with that in here. I just mentioned that kind of to give you an idea of ways to use the space if you wanted to switch it up. I want a yellow chair. This one comes in yellow, right? It's not as pastel as that is, but that's okay. I am gonna put an extra computer in here. That means we'll have 2 computers in this house, which should be enough. This comes in like the right shade of yellow, and I'll put the full-length mirror right next to it. This could definitely be a teen's room if you wanted it to be, but I think I am gonna decorate it so that you could use it for a kid. I do actually think a lot of the stuff in The Sims is kind of easy to swap between age group like that. I don't like these. I've tried putting in this and this, and neither of them really fit. We could probably just use the child violin instead. I'm gonna give this Sim the hairbrush also, just so we can have an excuse to use it again. And I think that might be the entire interior finished. I'll just paint this weird fake room with a plain color. Here's kind of a top-down view of the downstairs. So you walk in through this little front door, there's like an entryway, living room, gym. Around this way, we have a big kitchen and a big dining table, dining room. There's a hall bathroom, primary bedroom, and their primary bathroom, which is beautiful. And then upstairs, we've got like a hall bath for the kids, a kid's room, and a toddler room. Maybe I should have put a high chair in here. I'm bad about that. I don't place them in my builds very often because I know myself and I don't use them. Even when I do have them, I do not use them, but we should still put one. And then I guess the absolute last thing is just maybe some more outdoor lighting and some terrain paint. And then this build is done. I want to put some pool lights in for us, and we definitely need some terrain paint. A little bit goes a long way with this sort of thing. I've always felt like it just makes it look so much more finished. I even put some underneath this. Maybe I should get like a hose and some little outdoor plants or something. I could do some planter boxes. These are kind of weird. They're like way off to the side, but sometimes it's good to take up room like this. You may as well take advantage of all the lot space, right? It's not a very big lot, so use what you can, right? Okay, well there you have it. A finished base game and, oh, you know what? These are gonna be gray. Okay, now there you have it. A finished base game and sleek bathroom kit build. Having now used this kit a little bit more, I am even more impressed by it. I feel like we managed to use it in a lot of different ways in here, beyond only in the bathrooms. Like this shelving thing above this table looks really nice. Like the shelves above the bar look nice. I've got some of it as kitchen clutter. I used the rug in the kids' room. Like you can use these things in a lot of different ways, and I really appreciate that about them, and I just love the tile. I cannot get over how pretty the tile is. So if you want to see a video where I go over the entire kit, I made one yesterday. I'll link that down below for you in case you want to go back and watch it. I am gonna save my game and then put this on the gallery and wrap the video up right here. Today, over on my Twitch channel, we're building the new house for my legacy challenge. So if you watch my YouTube Let's Play, we're making the new house today on Twitch. So I'll link my Twitch stream down below too. It might take me a couple of days to finish. So it might be like a few days this week, we'll see. But make sure you're following me so you can go check that out if you want to. I'm gonna call it the sleek bathroom kit house. So hopefully that's easy to find. And with that, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna catch you all tomorrow. Okay, bye everybody. I'm really curious in the comments to hear what you think about this kit. How do you think it compares to the other ones? Like, what are we thinking about this one? Because I really like it. I don't know, it's just a bathroom pack, but it's a nice bathroom pack.